Welcome to Book Talks, from books to Botox and everything in between. We hope you enjoy We're Just Girls.
As our resident shiksa, I'll go ahead and speak on this.
Our fall read. I wouldn't read it. Love you guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, you guys.
Welcome to Book
Welcome
Talks.
to Book Talks.
Welcome back. We've missed you.
I know. We've taken schedule hiatuses only because our lives, I feel like sometimes are just a little hectic and it's hard to coordinate 3 people.
It really is. Even 3 people who work together.
Yeah.
Literally spend a lot of time together. But
Yeah.
when October is a busy month at our office,
It really is.
and I felt like we're all just busier.
And I feel
Yeah.
like October is kind of understated in like terms of the holidays. Like, you know, the holidays are so busy. You have events and family and pictures and
Yeah.
everything. But like October really is grouped into that. And I forget that.
Yeah.
I always
So
think just
sad
November,
because,
December.
Like, Carly was here all day yesterday, and me and Ashley were here too. And
Mm-hmm.
me and Ash had like breaks here and there, and Car was like back to back. And
the
I literally
worst.
look at Ashley, and I'm like, I hate her. I thought she was going to be free today so we can hang out.
I know.
No, it's actually so sad.
I was like, another one's here? Another patient's here?
No, or how about was it last week or the week before that if there's a day that one of us is out of town, we'll like send the other text messages and be like, why aren't you here?
Yeah, it's like sad. Like vibes are off.
No, because we
Where are
also do
you?
like,
Yeah.
this is weird. And like, I don't know if any other office does this, but we take lunchtime really seriously here.
Oh, it's an art.
Let's rephrase this really quickly. Jenny takes lunchtime really seriously.
No, because I know you guys take lunchtime seriously too.
I support your lunchtime dreams.
Every day at about 10
10 a.m.
a.m.
Yeah,
Nope, 10 a.m.
10
on
to
dot.
10:15.
I'll be in
right
the back
that
room
window.
and I'll scream, "What are we having for lunch?"
What are we ordering for lunch?
Mind you, we open at 9 a.m. So we've been working for 1 whole hour.
Just a solid hour.
I am that
That's
girl
one patient for Ashley.
one patient.
that like eats lunch at like 10:30.
Oh, I
and
love
I need
an
to
early
know what
lunch.
everybody wants. So when no one's here, it's so sad. Or when everyone's busy, I'm like, do I have to eat lunch alone?
No, I love a good lunch.
It is
though.
lonely to eat.
No?
It's just
To
something about
DoorDash
DoorDashing
just
for
for
one.
yourself?
It's just not great.
You feel
Yeah.
so guilty. But
Yeah,
yeah, if
it's so weird.
DoorDash has levels, Jenny is platinum gold member.
I think I still need to Venmo you for our Wingstop run this week.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you, my last patient of the day was like, oh, it smells so good in here. And then she saw the Wingstop bag. She's like, I knew it was Wingstop.
Crying.
It was
Is that
"Sorry,
ghetto?
girl."
Should we be worried? Like,
You walk into a spa, you expect eucalyptus,
Yeah,
not
like-
Wingstop.
Guys, it's on brand for us at this point.
Yeah.
Like, it is our
people
brand.
praise us for the smell in here. And I
Yeah.
mean, we haven't had our diffuser going in a while, but I think
Yeah.
it's because they like walk in from the lobby and there's like a lot of trees out there.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
And then they're like,
muggy.
it's like
Yeah.
fragrant in here.
Wait, okay, so tell me, did you have tummy issues after Wingstop?
I always have tummy issues.
Hot
But
girls have tummy
more-
issues.
No more tummy
See,
issues.
I'm
than
telling
lost.
you, Wingstop doesn't give you tummy issues. Their ranch is amazing.
Yeah, their ranches.
It's
my drug
so
of
good.
choice.
Like, I don't know. I think Wingstop wings are just
I'm taking you to Outback Steakhouse
for their wings.
for their
I've
wings.
never had their wings.
Boneless or bone in?
No, they have the bone in.
I
But
have
I'm
boneless.
telling you, the most
me too.
underrated chicken wings
Wait, I
are
have
at
to
Outback
try.
Steakhouse.
Why do bone in wings make me feel like a caveman?
Yeah. No, sometimes I go through phases where I love a bone-in wing and it's like the best thing on earth. And then I get the ick. It's like eggs.
Yeah,
A lot of
like-
people get the egg ick.
Or like,
I
or
get eating
ribs.
off the bone. Yeah.
Every now and then I'll just crave some baby back ribs.
Oh my gosh, delicious.
That is so yummy.
But if I think too hard about the fact that I'm ripping flesh off a bone,
It makes
suddenly
me
I'm a
all
vegetarian.
inside. Yeah.
Like I
Mhm,
can't.
for sure. And it's the shame of once you eat it and the bone is sitting there and you're staring at like
Yeah.
what
No, I
you
wanna
just did.
die.
You
Yeah.
mutilated it.
Oh, I'm gonna throw up. I'm a vegetarian.
I like just the
How are you?
okay. It's
This
8 a.m. and
conversation's
we're
taking
already
a
talking about food.
All right,
Anyways.
let's switch gears.
Let's switch gears.
You guys finally watched Nobody Wants This. Welcome to the game. Welcome to the party.
I watched it twice now.
I love it.
Okay, you go first.
Okay, so
well, no, I mean, Ash.
Yeah, Ashley needs to like deep dive into this because she
I
is
mean,
a Shiska. But
this
like,
was,
quickly,
like-
I feel like I liked it because the dry humor, and there's
Yes.
not a lot of shows that have that dry humor anymore.
Yes.
It's weird. Like it captures a different type of audience. I feel
100%.
Like, you know?
Yeah.
And that's totally my favorite type of humor is dry or dark
Yeah.
humor, which it totally had both and I loved it.
Yeah.
As our resident shiksa, I'll go ahead and speak on this.
I don't know why I didn't even think of that, but I was like, it's so funny your little blonde
is
self.
shiksa you have to be blonde and
I
not
don't
Jewish?
believe so. I think it's just marrying outside of the religion.
Okay.
Because within Judaism, they do prefer that you keep the people, marry within the religion. But I don't have in-laws that are like that. They've never once made a peep about it. I've never felt that way.
Okay.
So I had no idea that I was a shiksa.
Did you
So
know that
funny.
like term?
Never heard it in my life. Had no idea it existed. I knew that in Judaism, they like you to marry within the religion. But again, I never had that issue. My in-laws are not pushy in any way. So I was watching the first episode with Cody and they said that and I was like, is this fucking play about us?
I'm dead.
Was Cody laughing so hard?
He was like, I mean, yeah, you kind of are a shiksa. I was like, I'm dying right now.
Yeah, you're like, who knew
What?
this term existed?
Yeah, didn't know. But it was really funny. He loved it. He definitely did. You've talked about Dallas doing this where like at first he's like, yeah, this is a girl show. And then he's like watching from the kitchen.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And then he's sitting
on the
next
couch.
to me. And then he's like, don't watch without me.
Yeah, like
It
save
was-
the
it was
next
one of those.
episode.
Yeah.
I will say, and this I think goes back to the humor in it. It is really hard to find a show that like you and your significant other can watch together and both enjoy.
Yes.
That's not like, I mean, for us, maybe sometimes the action adventure shows like all kind of watch.
Yeah.
Dallas is watching Lincoln Lawyer right now, and I like will
Cody
watch
started
it in
that,
the
yeah.
background. But I'm like, I have no like, I'm still reading.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that was a fun show, kind of like New Girl, where you could like sit
Yeah.
and watch it together.
Yeah, it was really good.
And
I
both
feel
laugh.
like I know Jake doesn't like the rom-coms like of the world. Like he's just not
he's
into
not gonna
that.
sit and watch
But
Emily
he
in Paris.
did like this, which
Yeah.
I'm shocked. I'm like, maybe it's the dry humor of it that pulls them in.
Yeah.
It was
Or, like, what is
so
it?
good. It was a 10 out of 10 for me. Like the humor,
Yeah.
the fact that their basketball team is called the Matzo Ballers.
I'm
died.
crying.
I
Okay, so
died.
did
The
you watch
episode
this,
where she's
though?
cheering and she gets everyone drunk.
Drunk
Like, it
in the
was
sand.
so
Funny.
good.
It was so funny.
Did you watch this though and like learn more about the culture? Or did you like know? Did Cody know all this already? I just want to know like how accurate it is.
The like
Yeah.
The
Jewish
culture,
aspect
you
of
know?
it.
I will say his family, by the way, I don't know if we said this. My husband's Jewish. That's why we're
Yeah,
talking about all
sorry.
of this. But his family, we celebrate all the holidays.
Yeah.
His cousin is a rabbi. That's who married us.
Yeah.
But like they don't go to temple. They don't have a synagogue
Got
that they
it.
visit regularly. So we're somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Like practicing and non-practicing, I suppose.
Yeah.
But everything that I saw was like almost
Pretty
perfectly
spot on.
accurate. Yeah.
Really?
Like in his family, we will eat pork, but we know that obviously that's not something that Jewish people do. But like, I don't know. There's just so like the bar mitzvah, like
Yeah.
it's always that big. It is. Cody had his in a castle.
Oh my
When
gosh.
we started looking for wedding venues,
Yeah.
I found this one in New York where he's from. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's called the Osika Castle.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. Like we wouldn't have to travel
He's
to
like,
Europe.
That's where my bar mitzvah.
That's where I had my bar mitzvah. I
I'm
said,
dead.
got it. Perfect. Like bar mitzvahs
Yeah.
are huge.
Crazy.
And I don't know which is which, bar
Yeah.
or bot. One's for girl, one's for boy.
Yeah.
But it was pretty accurate in a lot of things, I will say. Like the family dynamics, it was so good. Like
I thought it was like so interesting how educational it was towards like Judaism.
Yeah.
Like-
and it was like a real play at like, you know, in a world of really polarizing views.
Yeah.
Like people, I don't know. I loved that it was like you can still like find connections and relationships with people that think differently than you.
100%.
yes.
Yeah.
And that's-
Right? Like,
that I loved about
Yeah.
it.
yeah, me too.
Like obviously the rom-com part of it was great, but it was nice to see a highlight on something that's like obviously not often in the media. You don't see a lot of movies about, a Jewish relationship, but seeing the different views and seeing that it was okay. But that's also why the last episode made me so nervous for season 2. Spoiler alert on this. If you haven't watched it, this is a spoiler. But like when she says she'll convert, I was like, oh my God, how exciting. They're going to get married. And then she's like, I won't convert. I'm not ready. And he's like, it's okay. Like, I don't have to.
Yeah.
Or like something like that. Or like I don't remember
Yeah,
what he says,
he
but
was like,
basically
"We'll make
like
it work."
hinting at the fact that he might not be a rabbi anymore.
I think
I know.
he's obsessed with her.
He's obsessed with her, but I'm like, boy, don't throw away your life. I don't know. I'm nervous.
So hard.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nervous
especially when like a rabbi career like that was his whole life.
He wanted it his entire life.
Yeah, I mean it's tricky, and there are I mean, like it felt really real, and that
Yeah.
was what was cool about it.
I'm nervous for the sister.
I'm nervous too.
I know. I actually
Homewrecker
hated
vibes.
cheating trope.
Yeah.
I need to know what's going on. I need season 2.
Did you know that she was like 6 months pregnant filming that entire thing?
Shut up.
Really?
Like full belly pregnant. That's why she was like in baggy dresses the
Dude,
whole
she
time.
looks so tiny.
She looked so tiny. That's
Yeah.
so funny.
I know. How great was the wardrobe though? I thought
So good.
It was
So
really
good.
good.
Loved it.
They did
Yeah.
really well.
I saw like a behind the scenes and they shot it in LA. Like it wasn't a studio or anything like that. Like it was like on the streets. And I feel like that was something that made it feel so real.
Yeah,
Like, I
it
don't
did
know.
feel real.
It felt, I really liked it. I loved the wardrobe.
The episode where she gets the ick was
So funny.
So
that was my
accurate.
favorite.
This, we were talking about it, the sports coat and the basketball shorts.
immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny because Dallas kept being like, "Are you attracted to Adam Brody? Like, is he good looking?" And I like would stare at him and I'd be like, "Yes."
Yes. No, I have.
I don't know
How to answer this?
how to answer this.
Yeah. No, I have a big fat crush.
Like, yes,
Yeah.
plain and simple.
Yeah. No, I have a crush. One, because he's just like so emotionally intelligent in and out of the show.
So likable.
And like that character was written by a woman figuratively and
Yeah.
literally. So like he was just perfect.
Perfect.
Did
Perfect.
you watch him in the OC? Was it the OC?
I watched the OC
Me too.
growing
Yeah.
up. hmm
He was kind of weird in the OC.
Yeah, but he was still nerdy and cute,
right?
And like,
You
and
guys
the
know
fact that he's married to Leighton
Blair.
Meester.
Yeah, he's married
Obsessed.
to Leighton Meester.
Obsessed.
Is obsessed, and he's like still really good friends with Rachel Bilson and like her husband.
Oh, that's cool.
I feel like Adam Brody has Riz.
100%.
Like in real life, I feel like he'd have
He has,
an
like-
insane amount of Riz.
I feel like
Good guy Riz.
he would be in the room and everyone would want to be talking to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like he would be the
So
guy
sweet.
that like you're just
Yeah.
like kind of gravitate towards.
Yeah.
Yes.
He has good energy.
Yeah.
But pulling into our books, this is what I said to Dallas, this is why women love reading rom-coms right now. Because it makes you feel something like while you're watching that show, you just like feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you're reading books like that, you just feel good. I'm like, so if that smashing success wasn't like why wouldn't every Netflix producer be out to find a book to like
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like we've said this so
turn
many
into a
times.
TV show?
Like that should be a director, like a
Yeah.
job. Like,
So Elle
both of
Kennedy's off-campus series did get picked up,
Oh, it did.
and
Yay.
it will be a success, I bet.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys read The Deal and the?
them. No.
Oh, you guys should read them.
Yeah.
Add it to my TBR.
Yeah, I mean they're kind of like you probably actually wouldn't like it. There's probably not enough plot for you there.
Actually, Jenny.
Guys, I
never
still
mind.
haven't. I'll talk about it in the books actually.
Okay,
The
we
books
can move on to.
Yeah.
We're not talking as much about Dancing with the Stars anymore because I feel like a lot of the drama has faded.
Yeah.
But why do you think everyone's still watching it?
I think I started watching it more, and I think it's because I liked the dedication episode.
Dedication night was so
Yeah.
good.
Did you watch the Disney night?
Really, yes.
Disney
I-
night was so good.
I
So
really
good. Like, why
wanted
are we
to
all
see-
still watching it? I'm a dancing fan, but like,
Yeah.
it got you kind of hooked and you're back on
Yes,
it.
It's weird. Also, I think I watched all the drama on social media picked up when Brooke and Gleb got kicked off. Because did you guys watch them get kicked off?
Yeah. And
They
he
were
was like, I thought we were going to win.
Yes, like they were so
they
confident.
both manic?
Do you guys
I think he's like a full blown narcissist.
I
Yeah,
have a
scary
theory.
vibes.
Do you guys think that so the Dancing with the Stars, they obviously all practice like alone in their couples, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, do you think the whole group? I feel like the whole group gets together sometimes. But do
Probably.
you ever?
It feels like a
feel
very family,
like they didn't like Brooke and Gleb
Oh, for
because
sure.
now that they're gone, they're like doing bigger like group TikToks and stuff, and I'm like,
Maybe.
were they the
well,
odd ones
didn't you
out?
see Riley and Ezra like always making fun of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So funny.
I don't know.
So I don't know. That's my theory that they were just like unliked. And
Maybe.
Maybe they didn't.
I
know.
could see that because they had a different energy than everyone else, I would argue.
For sure.
Dude, and then they played Gleb and Brooke's like dance after the really emotional dance.
It was poorly timed.
Where
they like
is
wanted them
HR?
off. They wanted them off.
Yeah.
yeah, it was
Also,
crazy.
that dance was trash.
It
Yeah.
was
It was
wild.
so bad.
It was so bad.
I was like, "What are you guys wearing? What are
Yeah.
you guys doing? Like, this is weird.
This is so odd. These are like your little sisters. Like,
Yeah.
I'm feeling icky.
Yeah, it felt very icky. I was like, should I be watching this?
It was
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
But they announced that they had the highest voting, like the most people voted of all time on the dedication night episode than any
Yeah.
other episode.
That was a good night.
So people are just like watching it.
I think I got pulled in from Taylor Swift's or Jen's Taylor Swift dedication.
Yeah.
To Archer.
And maybe it's my For You page, but
Yeah.
all I'm getting is Dancing with the
Yep.
Stars videos.
Yeah.
Is that a lot of TikTok or
That's
is that
mine
just
too.
me? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've heard a couple people say they're like, I've never watched Dancing with the Stars in my life, but I know everything that's going on because of
'Cause of
TikTok.
TikTok,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's definitely
Guys, I
going
feel
viral.
like we all have the same For You page.
We do.
I would love to sit and scroll through them.
Yeah, like we have all the same For You. We probably
So
see all the same
100%.
For You.
Yes.
It's really loud.
Speaking of Taylor stuff.
Yeah. She's back.
Yeah, she's back on tour.
Back on
Guys,
tour.
it was
Just
her
finished
last.
Miami.
Was that her last one?
No.
This weekend she has New Orleans, and then she has like Indianapolis, Cleveland,
Why
and then
did
I think she goes
Miami
to Toronto.
was her last?
No, she's got like, I think she's at like 5 more cities.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think everyone thought we were going to get this like big announcement.
Sorry.
Yep.
Do you guys think?
She didn't say anything.
Do
No.
you guys think that because she changed her Reputation outfit, that's an Easter egg for her dropping Reputation?
I think she does everything with.
100%. She
Intent.
plans everything. Have you guys heard people say like clowning for rep? Have you heard that on TikTok?
No, what's that?
We can go back on our episodes even, and like we've been talking about Reputation TV for months, maybe 6 months now.
Yeah.
And so now there's like people are saying we're clowning, like we're just acting like clowns because she's never going to drop it or it's not going to come out for another year.
Yeah.
So people are like, oh my God, I'm clowning for Rep so hard right now because she changed her outfit and now I think Rep is coming. Like that's all we're doing. We're all just convincing ourselves every single day.
Something's
like
coming.
she painted her nails gold. That means
something.
That means it's coming.
And it's so funny because like I'm not even a big Reputation fan.
Me neither.
No, me neither. It's
But,
like
like-
probably one of my least favorite albums.
It's just
Same.
like fun to be a part of something. I'm like,
All
oh my
I
God,
care
it's
about
coming.
is I feel like her songs that she didn't put on it originally will be my favorite.
I
Yeah.
know.
Right?
I feel like
Yeah.
they're gonna be like daggers
'Cause
because
the-
Reputation was already like
Uh-huh.
crazy.
But
So yeah, she changed the outfit. So that's exciting news.
I also, the media has been speculating, right, that Taylor and Travis like weren't together because she wasn't going to his games.
Right.
And then they were like seen in New York a bajillion times together. And I guess for his birthday, she gave him like some present to like go race cars in like Italy and like
wow.
a long ways out. So everyone's like, oh, they're like long game now.
Yeah.
I feel like it's really annoying when people are like, why isn't she his games? Like, what? Like, are they broken up? It's like, dude, are you stupid? She has her own life and she has to do a whole
Yeah.
freaking tour. What do you mean? Maybe she's tired.
Maybe she's on tour.
Maybe
Yeah.
she's sleeping. Maybe she's like
in
doing her
another
own
city.
thing. Like, she doesn't have to go to every one of his games.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. It's so annoying.
It's so weird. It's really weird. Like, the WAG, like,
Culture.
expectations, culture, it's so odd. Like, if the player's doing bad, it's because of the wife.
That
Yeah.
is like my number one pet peeve
It's
is when they blame the girlfriend if the player is playing bad.
No, the WAG culture is like
we
is
not?
sick.
And
I feel
like,
like
think about how those like counteract each other. They're saying like, oh, she's not at his games, and she's like, yeah, because I have my own life. Like I'm doing my own things. I've got stuff going on, and then they're like, he's not doing well because she's not there, and she's like, he has his own life.
Yeah.
He can get his confidence on
Yeah,
the field back.
like-
I can be on stage. Like they just, I don't know. People are
I
just
feel
stupid.
like the WAG culture is like back centuries. Like
Yeah.
it's not caught up with like
Totally.
Right?
It's like we
It's
are live. Where,
crazy.
what era are we living
Yeah.
in?
I'm like
It's so
they
true.
have just so many expectations. It's nuts. Okay.
So is there anything else Taylor wise? I don't think an announcement will come at a concert.
Oh no.
I don't. I think
wonder
she'll
how
do
she'll do
it
it.
in like other ways. Like I don't think she's gonna get up on stage and be like, also my da-da-da-da-da," like
Yeah.
I think it'll be
She always does it on Instagram.
or something or like at an award show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. I wonder what's coming up.
I was it Heather, our cute front desk girl, was saying she thinks she's gonna wait until like next year because she wants Tortured to like get all the awards at like the next round of award
maybe.
shows.
Yeah. I didn't think about
True.
that.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
All right, moving on to skincare.
Let's talk
Carly,
skincare.
Cut us off.
So I had a patient this week, and we were talking about how aging in skincare is not necessarily a bad thing.
Yes.
And there's these 25-year-olds that come in and they don't want to look 30 because 30's old to them. And so they start getting all this filler or they start getting all of these things done. And then the lines get really blurry. And everyone can picture in their head that girl that you look at them and you don't know if they're 25 or if they're 40.
I have a great example of what Carly's talking about. So one of my favorite injectors just posted this post like a week ago, and she is complimenting Kendall and Kylie for their aging and saying this is how you age correctly. And
I'm like shocked by
I'll have
this.
to post
Yeah.
this. Everybody's like, wait, what are you talking about? And
Yeah,
they're like,
because
we're
they're,
using like
Kylie is prime example of a 22-year-old looking
that looks
40.
40.
Yes.
They look older in this. Like, they don't look late 20s. She's saying they look great in their late 20s right here. And she's saying, like, we used biostimulators, lasers, Botox. Like, no, you guys used fillers.
Yeah.
No, you used fillers.
Yeah,
They
no, you
all
were
came out
full.
and said they were using too much fillers.
I'll have to post this on.
Yeah,
We'll have to
I'm
post this with the
blind,
video. But like, she used it as a good example, which I don't think that. I think they're in their late 20s. They look like they're 30, 40.
No, Kylie has always looked years
Yeah.
older than she really is because
100%.
she started getting so much work done.
Yeah.
And so the beauty in the natural aging process, there's something to be said.
It's 100. Yes.
And it's
100%
not
yes.
like I feel like what Carly's saying too is like 25 versus 40. It's not even like if you're being overdone, you look ugly, which means you look older. Not that. It's a certain look that you get.
Yeah.
That you're like, you could be gorgeous still. You're like, she's got work done. She looks great. Like Kylie and Kendall, I think they're beautiful. But it does age you. Like, that is a fact. It makes you look older. Doesn't mean that it makes you look botched or whatever.
And it doesn't mean you don't look, it's not you that you look ugly. It's
No.
that like you're willingly accepting like someone, and I've seen it on TikTok a few times, girls being like, they said I looked 40. They thought this was my kid. And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, you
Yeah.
could be.
Do you think
40.
there's a part of it that, like, in the past, obviously now we get younger patients and
Yeah.
it's more popular within a younger generation, but do you think there's something to be said for in the past it was only like older women getting work done?
Yeah.
So it's like we looked at
Did
these
you
women that
guys-
had full cheeks and had full lips and we're like, oh, like she's older, she's getting work done, whatever. And now the 20-year-olds are doing it and we're like, you guys look identical. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
which, like,
for sure.
I don't know if that's practitioners or whatever, but like it's just interesting.
Yeah.
This was mind blowing to me. If you guys haven't seen her, you have to go look at the before and after. The Secret of, or The Secret Life of Mormon Wives. Jessie dissolved her entire face.
Oh, I want to go look.
Oh my gosh, she looks like a different person, and I'm so happy she did it because she looks so good, like refreshed, younger, and a lot of it was her lips, guys. But I think she did dissolve some of her cheeks too, but like, look at how different she looks. She looks amazing.
Okay, so this is her before.
No, this is her after.
Oh,
no, she
yeah,
does
no,
look really
and
good.
she looked so blown out in the
Dude,
show.
she looks
Yes.
so different.
Yeah.
Like, look at her.
Yeah.
She looks so
refreshed,
different.
and
Yeah.
that's the answer, right?
Yep.
Like, is
Yep,
it's
yep,
just
yep.
that like so overdone. Well, so I saw this post about Bethany Frankel,
Yeah.
and she's like, haters are mad that I look better now 20 years ago thanks to Botox, right? And I do think that like, if you want to start injectables at 21, you can.
it. Yeah,
You
do it.
should. Because there are certain injectable treatments that are going to make you look better.
Yeah.
And like, if you look at this before and after of Bethany, especially in her masseters, she does look better. But Bethany looks age appropriate
Yeah.
in both
Yes.
both pictures.
Yeah. I mean, maybe not her outfit, but
Not the cheetah choker, but
Yeah.
you know, like,
no, I totally agree.
I
Right?
think it's finding a balance of not overdoing it. So you're
Yeah.
not going to treat a 21-year-old with something that they don't need
no.
is the key.
But it goes all the way down to lasers too.
100%.
You see these very young girls
Yeah.
getting like intense lasers like the CO2
Yeah.
or the
Morpheus.
Halo
Yeah.
or Morpheus, which are all like ablative lasers. And I just wonder like, what's that really going to do for their skin now? And like, will your skin take to it differently later?
That's my curiosity behind it too. I'd love to see like a study on that. But it's like if you're in the prime years of your collagen production and then you're collagen stimulating, like, is that going to be good or bad? Or is it going to wash? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah. Are you
if you're already in your prime,
$1,500?
yeah, if you're already in your prime making great collagen, why are we stimulating?
Yeah.
I think that also it's with this industry, so much technology has come out, but like, we can't forget about our tried and true, like microneedling.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
And
for sure.
chemical peels.
Yeah.
Yeah, and chemical
Chemical peels get the worst reputation. I just did one on myself yesterday.
and she feels like
Not scary.
Yeah,
Like, let's
everything's
go
fine.
back to the basics. Like, why do we have to do everything so advanced?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like because injectors and everything are so big on social media now,
Mm-hmm.
everybody feels like they have to do the most advanced treatment, use the
Yep.
most advanced laser.
The
But it's
newest.
like, let's just take it back to like step one and
Yep.
start with
Yeah.
Botox and microneedling. Like,
let's
it's
simplify
just
and
skincare.
And if you go into somewhere and they are telling you to do all these things, like step away and say, okay, is this for my benefit, or is the office trying to make money? Like, where are we drawing the line?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So anyway, before you chase a line on your face, and before you, like, I just took my passport photo, and it was funny to, because it's 10 years. And so, like, looking at yourself 10 years ago for now, I'm like, I actually probably like the way I look better at 33 than I do at 23.
Yeah.
And, like, obviously I had a super baby face at 23, but I'm like, feel like I look more attractive now. Like, aging is attractive.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it too, is like, you want to look good for your age. You never want to look like you're not trying to be your age.
Yeah.
But like our husbands or your boyfriend or your wives or whatever, like they're attracted to people their age also. So why would you want to look older or younger when they're attracted to you? You know, I don't know. That's my opinion, I guess.
But that was just our little, like, tidbit of, like, just be careful, find your line, and, like, make sure you, like, find someone that's not just, like, adding on to things that don't need to be done.
Yeah. And aging is a privilege.
It is.
Yeah, it really is. And, like, it's great.
I always, like, refer to that line from Toy Story where Buzz Lightyear is like,
stop, I'm gonna
flying, or Woody says it actually. It's like, you're not flying, you're falling with style. Like, that's what aging gracefully is. Like, you shouldn't be fighting to be 25 your whole life. Like, you should be your age, but, like, do it gracefully. You're like falling with style.
Not me waking up every morning, like, looking in the mirror.
Not me putting on a chemical peel last night at 10 p.m.
I'm like, where did this line come from?
Let's jump into books, last but not least.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys are talking about Pumpkin Spice Cafe today. Sell it to me.
Our fall read. I wouldn't read it.
our fall don't read.
Our fall 2 stars. We were so jazzed.
Okay.
We were excited. The cover's cute. And like, if you're going on a long plane ride and you need a quick read, sure, go for it.
How many pages is it?
Maybe 300. I have Goodreads
maybe.
up right here.
But Carly had the same thing where it was like, it was such a short book that you're like, whoa, how do they already love each other?
Here's my mean girl one comment.
Love it.
Her name was Jeannie.
Yep.
Jeanie. And I hated it.
Because suddenly she's 85.
Is cute and named Jeannie.
Like,
all the genies are gonna be in the comment like, you bitch.
No, please prove us wrong.
Please give me your hottest selfie, Jeannie. I want to see it, because I'm like, it's such an unfortunate name. I just started reading it as Jenny. Because I was
is
like,
that the main character?
The main character.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
And I hated it. Was it told in third person or first person, where it talked about like
I think
them
it was
in
like
the
omniscient, yeah.
Yeah, I hate like certain point of views where you're like, I want to read it like they're telling the story, not like someone's telling the story about them.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's this like a big shot person, and she has to come to a small town and work at the cafe.
Yep.
I'm just dying that this
She
book
falls in
was
love with the farmer.
recommended to everybody, and people probably have read it per our recommendation.
Yeah,
you guys
totally
are
have.
Like, I want to
I've
know.
had 2 people be like, yeah, I read it. Crickets.
There's like no.
The phenomenon though behind someone just taking a book like this and running with it and it getting so big, I bet all the other little indie romance authors are like, take my book.
Yeah, like try this.
Please, like.
How many reviews is on it on Goodreads?
It has 3.42 stars of
what's the
21,000 likes.
It's 1.42.
This and everyone says it like
142,000 ratings.
on 142,000 ratings.
wow.
Yeah, 21,000 comments.
Yeah.
But everyone's like, it had potential. It had
It did.
potential. But also, like, everyone was just like, you guys both need to go to therapy. Which is a common theme in a lot of books. But it was also like, we don't like each other. We don't like each other. We don't like each other. We love.
We love each other.
Was it like at
love
the end
each other.
they all of
Yeah.
a sudden just loved each other?
Oh, shocker. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was odd. I didn't love
Yeah.
it.
I didn't love it. It was 286 pages. Like, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of 1 and 2 stars. I the best comment. I hated everyone but Casper the cat.
Loved Casper.
So she has a few other books. I just don't think I'm going to add
Christmas
them.
Tree Farm?
The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. That's about all the other shops. You
The
know how
Gingerbread
Main
Bakery.
Street
Yeah.
had
Had all the
like
shops.
all the shops. There was a lot of other side characters
Yeah.
that you could tell she was like trying to set up plots for.
Yeah.
But it almost felt confusing. I just didn't love it. Like, I've read
Yeah.
a cozy small town
Yeah.
read. That wasn't it for me.
Nope.
Okay.
It didn't
So it's a
do
pass.
it. It's a pass.
It's past.
But it added to Ashley's Goodreads.
But I hit my Goodreads goal.
But it put Ashley where she wants to be.
Yeehaw. Yeah, that. And I just read the Au Pair Affair. Love
How's
that one.
that?
Tessa
Good.
Bailey.
Tessa
It's
Bailey's
good.
she's just so sweet.
She's so sweet.
I
She's
love,
like-
honestly, every book I like enjoy.
Yeah. It's
That
just
was
like
one of the
easy,
first
light,
books I
fluffy. I
read.
always go back to her.
Yeah.
You need to read the one, The Fangirl Down, the one about the
Oh, I do.
golfer, because it talked about them in that.
I need to.
I heard Fangirl Down was good, actually.
It was
Yeah,
good.
that one got really popular. This one, I will say, had some dark themes.
It did.
Like her
Yeah.
underlying situation. I was like, oh,
Wow.
okay. Like, I feel like Tessa, again, I associate with being light and fluffy and rainbows and butterflies. And then I was like, oh, we got dark there for a second, which was cool. It was a refresh.
Made it feel a little more mature.
Yeah.
I think I'm like have PTSD from my read in London. The
Probably.
dark romance book.
Probably.
So you haven't read since.
Dude, I haven't touched even a single book. No, I've read books since, but like I haven't read a dark romance book in like 2 months. It's really weird. And I feel like I was like pushing those out.
Yeah. Yeah. You were like reading one a week, I swear.
The Mind F series really, I can't say it enough. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to go back to dark romance.
Yeah. You need to like dip your toes into like ones with a little bit of darker themes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then-
Well,
Maybe go
Sarah
fantasy. Uh-huh.
sent me a good one to like dip my toes back in, but like I feel like I should go to therapy first before starting.
hot take really quickly. Number one underwhelming 2024 read.
Drum
Promise Me Not by Megan Brandy.
Dude, it sucks. I'm telling you, I started it.
way.
I mean,
Ugh.
like after
What's
what's the first one called?
It was
called
Swear,
I
Say
Swear,
You Swear.
Swear
It
You
should have
Swear.
just been called The Book About Noah Riley. It was like it's like in one of my top all-time favorite reads.
Me
so like,
too.
I was on the edge of my seat for Promise Me
It
Not.
was horrible. I started reading it.
It was so bad.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
I think that she missed the mark with this one. I think Say You Swear was so good because it gave you like that college romance
Yeah.
feeling, like there's plot twists, and I just feel like the second book, even the start of it, I was like, there's no capturing here.
There's nothing to this. It was okay. So it's about her brother.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And it's about the girl that's Peyton that was pregnant
Yeah.
in the first book. And it goes back and forth to current and previous.
Okay.
The best part of the books were when it talked about Ariana and Noah.
Dude, I don't know what she
Yeah.
did and why she did it, but it's not good.
It was so bad.
That's a
Goodreads
letdown.
is Goodreads like kind of like
Goodreads,
dragging it?
yeah. So Goodreads, it has 3.75 stars. That's only of 8,300.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is just like, I should have known when he nicknamed her Pretty Little that this book was going to make me want to take a bath in a bucket of hot water. I'm going to see myself out.
People are
Pretty
so creative.
Little. Ew.
In my hater era. I mean, it's just like we kind of all, I think, were so jazzed about this release and it fell so flat.
Dude, I think I'm not for a kid trope either. Like, I don't like when
No.
I see, and I,
don't
love
need to be anywhere near
I
that.
love, I
I'm
love
just
I love an accidental pregnancy trope.
Yeah, but do you like there's like a toddler running around like baby? In the
I
book?
don't love the like we have to coordinate the baby so that we can go away.
Yeah, like I feel
You're like,
it's
that's
too
real life. I don't want to be there.
It's too real.
Too real.
You know,
Too
and
real.
I'm like, Carly's like, am I in real life or am I in
And
the book?
not to spoil it, everyone knows from the first book the baby's not Mason's. The baby
Yeah.
is her ex's who's
Who died.
dead.
Yeah.
And her attachment to all of that just
Rough.
it wasn't good.
No bueno.
It almost feels like there's too much baggage. It's kind of like a little dark, I feel like. Darker
Yeah.
than Say
It
You
was
Swear.
just like honestly the whole book was depressing.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
Well,
will say-
so the
That's it. Sorry.
moral of the story,
That's
we
that.
haven't read
Good-
anything
goodbye.
good
I will say,
in like 2 months.
now that it's not 100 degrees outside, it's 97. But now that it's cooling off, I'm ready to go fantasy.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
I can't decide if I fully start
Throne of Glass.
Throne of Glass,
No.
finally, or
You-
if I reread Fourth Wing.
No, Throne of Glass. Start
No,
with
I
me.
think you both should read Serpent in the Wings of Night.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
New. Just go new.
Go new. Okay.
Don't do Throne of Glass because it's too fantasy. You're going to get bored.
Yeah.
Don't reread Fourth Wing until when does Onyx Storm come out?
January.
Oh.
Yeah.
We should start that in December.
We should do that in December then.
December,
Christmas
reread
break.
both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Guys, why is the winter for Vampire Diaries and fantasy books?
No, it is. Like now that it's cold, I'm ready
I
to like.
restarted-
I saw Victoria post that she was watching,
and I restarted it.
I was like, I want to watch
I
Vampire
love it.
Diaries.
Yeah, no, I need
Is
the
Vampire
dark.
Diaries a book? They should make it a freaking book. It's so good.
No, but I'm reading on my TBR is a book I told you guys, The Filthy Rich Vampires.
Yes.
I think that's where I'm going to go next. I'm
You
ready.
should. See, I'm ready for fantasy.
I'm
Yeah,
read.
we're
All
ready
right.
Fall is for
we're
fantasy.
ready to transition our brains.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Bye,
All
everybody.
right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.